As tensions persist in the Middle East, a wave of diplomatic recognition is reshaping the global map. France, the United Kingdom, Canada, now on the edge of a historic decision. But what does it mean to recognize the State of Palestine? And why now? This is Freedom Square News, and today we ask, is the world witnessing a geopolitical turning point? In May and June of 2024, a significant shift began. Ireland, Spain, Norway, and several others announced formal recognition of the State of Palestine.
Last month I stood on these same steps with Prime Minister Sanchez of Spain, and we said that the point of recognizing the State of Palestine was coming closer. That point has now arrived. Today, Ireland, Norway, and Spain are announcing that we recognize the State of Palestine.
By mid-2025, that number had swelled to over 140 UN member states. And now, 3 G7 countries, France, the United Kingdom, and most recently Canada, have stepped into the spotlight. France has declared it will formally recognize Palestine at the UN General Assembly in September 2025. The UK, under Prime Minister Keir Starmer, has announced it will do the same, conditionally.
Our goal remains a safe and secure Israel, alongside a viable and sovereign Palestinian state. But right now, that goal is under pressure like never before. I've always said that we will recognize a Palestinian state as a contribution to a proper peace process at the moment of maximum impact for the two-state solution. With that solution now under threat, this is the moment to act. So today, as part of this process towards peace, I can confirm the UK will recognise the State of Palestine by the United Nations General Assembly in September.
In late July 2025, Canada joined the wave of Western powers pledging recognition.
For the reasons I cited earlier, Canada intends to recognize the State of Palestine at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in September 2025.
Prime Minister Mark Carney confirmed that Canada will recognize the State of Palestine in September, aligning with France and the UK, but with key conditions attached. Canada's recognition is contingent upon the Palestinian Authority holding democratic elections in 2026, with Hamas excluded, a clear commitment to demilitarization, and the establishment of a transparent and accountable government. Carney called it a move to preserve the two-state solution and address the collapse of peace diplomacy. But the reaction was swift. Israel condemned the decision. The United States, under President Donald Trump, warned that Canada's move could jeopardize a major trade deal, calling it a dangerous precedent. Is Canada charting a principled path or straining critical alliances at a pivotal moment? What pushed these major powers to act now? Recognition is more than a symbolic gesture. It's a political act with real consequences. Supporters argue it affirms Palestinians' right to self-determination and breathes life into the long-stalled two-state solution. Critics, including Israel and the United States, see it differently. U.S. officials have called the move reckless, while Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu warns it rewards terrorism and weakens Israel's security. But are these responses about principle or political positioning? Is global recognition a genuine step toward peace, or is it a tool in a wider geopolitical chess game? Here's a complication. Palestine isn't governed by a single entity. The West Bank is under the Palestinian Authority, while Gaza is controlled by Hamas, a group labeled a terrorist organization by the European Union, United States, and Israel. Some argue recognition should wait until there's a unified Palestinian leadership. Others ask, must a people's right to recognition wait for political perfection? Can recognition itself be a catalyst for unity and reform within Palestinian governance? The decisions by Canada, France, and the UK will reverberate across international diplomacy. Will other G7 countries follow? Will Israel respond with concessions or retaliation, such as West Bank annexation? And what about the United States? Will it maintain its long-standing stance or shift under global pressure? As the UN General Assembly approaches, one thing is certain. This moment is not just symbolic, it could shape the future of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict for generations. Recognition is a powerful word. It acknowledges existence, identity, and sovereignty. But recognition without peace, that remains the challenge. What do you think? Does recognizing Palestine move us closer to peace or further from it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you value thoughtful analysis beyond headlines, subscribe to Freedom Square News. This has been Freedom Square News, where nuance matters.
Freedom Square.